But that's not actually the case. So there's a story I read once of a woman that thought she was talking to Brad Pitt, and the person was defrauded of I think like $80,000 or something.
Bro, AI has gone to the extent where AI can generate your own image, use your own voice, manipulate every single thing you have put out there online, use it against people, pretend to be you.
A group of highly trained ex-soldiers and mercenaries decided that they were going to go and attack the world leaders there and get them to record their face and their voice on camera, so that they can now manipulate their face and their voice to say what
They
did not say. Yeah, and that was like the basic premise of the movie. So while they held those people hostage, they recorded their faces, they recorded their voices, and posted it online.
But you cannot tell me that somebody went and created something called Jota coin. Now gave it to Ben Jota to endorse as an ambassador of that coin, to advertise to his audience online. Ben Jota knowing fully well that this is not really gonna end well. He adopted it, start advertising it to people.
When I was in school, they will ask us to write an essay, for example, and then they will now run that essay or that assignment through like an AI checker to make sure that you don't or yes, to make sure that your work is not ChatGPT generated, or maybe you didn't do any plagiarism, right? Now the problem is the way we were taught how to write and read basically in primary and secondary school is similar to the way AI writes things. You understand? So if I write an essay straight from my head right now and I put it into AI, AI will tell me that thing is AI generated, because AI is trained. AI is trained
Based on that knowledge.
based on human
Knowledge.
basically the way humans write and read. When celebrities endorse stuff, everybody knows it's a paid promotion. It is not as if they are.
It's a paid promotion.
Yes, but
when
it's
it
not
has to
as
do
if,
with another brand.
yes,
It's not a paid promotion when your name is
attached
affiliated.
to it.
Hello guys, and welcome again to the DewhitePulse. Now we came back with an interesting topic. You know, for how many episodes now we have been talking about the useful part of AI. Now, if you're a content creator, business owner, an entrepreneur, let's say digital agencies, come closer, because this is a topic that has to do with you. You know, AI helps people in so many ways. It helps you in business. It helps you in growing your online presence. It helps you in shortening out your whole time of working to a minimum level. But then, have you ever asked yourself, what is the disadvantage of AI? Can AI actually go wrong with my business? Now, this is the topic we have today. And just as you know, we always talk about it in a way that we have to hit all the points, talk about the pros and cons, the things you need to understand, how it might affect you, and if you actually need to proceed, if you actually need to continue using it, right? So this whole topics is included in what we are discussing today, being what is the downside of AI. Now, I am here with my may I call you colleague?
Whatever, call me anything you like.
Why call you
Colleague is fine. Yes.
Okay, forget about it. So I am here with my co-host, right? So this is an interesting topic that I have seen a lot of people asking about. Yeah, because if you see the analog people, forget about these modern day guys.
Yes.
The analog people still don't believe the fact that AI can help them. Now you're not gonna blame them, right? Because they're already giving you that fact that if I use AI in doing this, at the end of the day, it might not really work out on how I planned it. Probably something might happen at the long run of it. That is them using AI to handle their business. Probably at the end of the day, they get disappointed. Probably the disadvantage they're getting on it will be more bigger than the advantage they have seen already. Right?
Yeah.
So that is why you see most of the analog people, most of the old people, most of the OGs in the game still refusing to make use of AI. So that is an topic today. And then I know that here on this same show, right?
Yeah.
We have mentioned so many AI tools.
And how they can be beneficial to people. Yeah. But we have not really talked about the
that side of it.
the unethical dark sides of AI and how they can be used, and how I don't, and how bad people, let's just use that word,
Yeah.
can use it,
Yeah.
or like con artists can use it to deceive other people in society. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So even when people are making use of that AI, like AI tools, right? They are conscious of one thing. Remember that whatever thing you do for a benefit, for an advantage, that you know this is helping you in this way. There are still one way or the other
That can be used against you.
that can.
Every pro basically has a con. Yeah.
Do you realize that as a celebrity, you totally feel insecure because of AI?
Yeah, yeah. The way you like things like using deep fake, right?
Bro, these things are going too far on the internet.
Oh, trust me, I have seen things.
Bro,
I have seen things
these guys are not sleeping.
on the internet.
These guys are not sleeping.
Yeah.
So people who has kind of who has important personalities are
more at
very
risk.
like they are at risk, and they're more afraid in exposing their own image, whatever thing that's relating to their material, to AI, because they feel at the end of the day it will be used against them. And then you're not going to blame them, because if
Used against them and also used without their permission, sir, because like their images can be used to make a lot of things.
exactly, and I can only say that there are only few AI tools that will ask you to sign. Like for example, now if you are trying to clone your face, if you are trying to clone your voice, probably to use it when you are not active on camera or active on set, right? Now these are important. Like for me, I will say that these are kind of something very useful based on what you are doing if you understand how to use it. But then it's only few AI tools
Yeah.
that will ask you to sign that you are giving command,
Or you're giving like
or you're
permission.
giving that right for them to retain your materials in their system.
Not everybody does that.
Not everybody does.
Although it should be more widespread, sure.
Now, imagine that as a celebrity, right? You were paid by AI company. Okay, forget about you, celebrity, bro. AI has gone to the extent where AI can generate your own image, use your own voice, manipulate every single thing you have put out there online, use it against people, pretend to be you, probably use it and defraud people,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you keep answering for cases you don't know about. I mean, tell me why even if you
Even if you say it is deep fake, you understand, you still have to like go through the entire court process to get a lawyer and disprove this.
imagine that
The time and the money that you'd have spent on something more
Exactly.
productive, you're not spending it on this. It's a distraction, it's a hindrance, it's frankly very annoying, honestly speaking. Yeah. And things like when you have like video deep fakes, audio deep fakes, and lip syncing. There's this movie I watched recently. It's called G20. I saw it on Amazon Prime or something.
G20.
It's about this. Viola Davis was the president in the movie. That black woman, she was in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the entire premise of the movie was that they were going to South Africa to hold a World Peace Summit to try and get the top 20 countries in the world, like top to come together and fund a program that would basically alleviate poverty, right, and help grassroots farmers.
Yeah.
So a group of highly trained ex-soldiers, these are mercenaries, decided that they were going to go and attack the world leaders there and get them to record their face and their voice on camera, so that they can now manipulate their face and their voice to say what
They did
not
say.
say. Yeah, and that was like the basic premise of the movie. So while they held those people hostage, they recorded their faces, they recorded their voices, and posted it online. You know, when the president says something about the economy, a lot of people would go with what the president says, right? Obviously.
Exactly.
When they say something bad about something, that thing that they are talking negative about,
Which means
can be crushed.
just like a president's speech being important to the society.
Exactly. So when they recorded those videos and posted it on YouTube, on Twitter, on every social media platform, it's basically thanks to the economy, right? And those people, those mercenaries, they had invested in the stock markets that the economy would go down, something like that. So that was like their long game.
Yeah.
So when they posted the video, the economy went down and they made millions. And they made this
out of their beds.
Yes, and they made those millions in crypto that is basically untraceable. You understand? So that is like, although this is a fictional setting, but it is not it is not far-fetched from reality. Yeah. And there's another similar story I read online one time about I think whether it's a Japanese or a Malaysian company that their accountant was defrauded by a deepfake video of the CEO and their head of finance or something like that.
For real?
Yeah, they got the guy to come on a Zoom call. He saw his bosses and the other people that were supposed to actually sign off on the deal on the Zoom call, not knowing that those people were not actually his bosses. They they just basically got their bosses' faces and their voices, synced it and cloned it and put on the camera. You understand? So they used that thing to defraud the company of millions and millions of dollars. So by the time they were done with the investigation, those people had disappeared, the money had gone. What can we do now? Just have to they were able to retrieve the one they could retrieve, and the one that they could not is a lesson learned. You understand? So this is like some of the
there is one AI tool that's, I'm not gonna say I found it recently. I've been using it for caption generating. No, the name of the AI is caption.ai. Now
I don't think I know that one.
Caption.ai, right? Now this story or what I'm about to say is not to probably downgrade the site. No, trust me, Caption AI is very amazing. Now, this Caption AI has features that can literally help everybody. Now, this is a software that's literally changing UGC content creators, right? And there are their most recent introduced features that is called Mirage, right? Has the realistic picture of the actors they are using there. Now, these are people you can use instead of paying for influencer to market your product, right? Instead of signing an influencer to market your product, these are people you can actually use for those products over and over again, right? Without getting tired of it. The same voice that they have in real life. Now, trust me, that AI was wonderfully designed. It was designed in a way that if you are watching it, there is no how you can detect that this is AI. Trust me. Now, the main focus over there is this. Now, the people who has given probably the people who has been paid for their voice to be used, for their faces to be used in building of that AI, for a feature in that AI. And at the end of the day, someone get to pay for that package to use that particular feature in that AI. And ended up using it for something different than what those UGC content creators are avatars, or let's say actors in that software, was meant to use.
Like you generate a video and then use that video to make a lot of expenses.
Now, and when you come into the real life, you find that the same texture, like let's say the same face, the same voice, the same body movement,
their mannerisms in the video is,
if you get to see them in their own original videos and compare to what defrauded you,
little to no difference.
Now,
technology has gone far.
Technology has gone far, but to most disadvantages. Technology has gone far to the point that if you are not careful, right? Trust me, AI money, technology money is so juicy. People likes that offer. And if you are the voice, if they come and meet you and say, yeah, okay, you know what, Emeka, we're gonna pay you $100,000 just for us to use you as an actor in our software.
I'll do it for half.
I'm gonna bring the deal first.
Bring the deal. I'll do it for half. 100 is good. I'll do it for 50.
So see what I'm saying? Okay, you do it for $50,000. That's
no
okay. That's still 50,000. That's still a lot. So now look at what I'm saying. Peradventure you turn us to become a high kind of recognized celebrity tomorrow. You already have your material out there that people are using, and a lot of people are targeting your own portfolio and the reality to use that same profile you have online, right? And let's assume you are being featured in this Caption AI,
Sure.
and tomorrow you are somebody like this guy. Tomorrow you are something like this guy. There is one trending Instagram guy now. Ashimogen again. I don't really. No, not Ashimogen. No, he's not a Nigerian. He's not. I don't think he's even an African. He should be an American guy. but he deals more on bodybuilding. Like this particular guy that's always running. I mean, for the last 1 month.
Oh, Ashton Hill or
Yeah,
Ashton
it's
Hall.
something like that.
Yeah, I
I
see
really
him a
forgot the
lot
name.
on Twitter.
Exactly. Now, recently, his videos has gone viral. Now, this wasn't how it was before. Now, imagine that somebody like that was able to give concept, to take a deal.
And his likeness is stored and used over and over and over. It can be used to make a lot of different
Now, do you know that this guy now has come more viral than so many,
celebrities?
of course,
Yes.
has come more in the last 60 days. This guy has generated over 8 million followers and many billions of views. Now, this guy that has started going this viral now is a very good opportunity to some people that want to take advantage of that, his fame. Right? Now, if this guy is going viral on the right purposes, and you find out there are something he's selling to people out of his own brand now, and you're trying to manipulate it, you're trying to use it to your own advantage, right? People are not going to know the reality.
Yeah.
This guy will end up answering cases, answering queries. Yeah, you do. I bumped into his comment section the last time. Somebody was saying, "Ah, bro, you defrauded me. You need to give me back my money. I paid you for a consultant. I paid you for this. I paid you for that." Now,
They will tell you he's not the one.
of course, this guy might not be involved.
It's probably not the one. People have probably seen his likeness already.
He might not be involved.
Yeah.
But people are using him. And do you know the worst part of it? Even though he didn't give his own concept to be used on AI, like even though he was not featured in building any AI product, do you know that his face, his voice can be
already
cloned
everywhere.
into an AI software?
Yeah.
This is the hidden side of using AI.
Another issue that I've come across recently is something I've been seeing, not recently, I've been seeing it for like the past year or two, is this thing of when, okay, like when I was in school, they will ask us to write an essay, for example, and then they will now run that essay or that assignment through like an AI checker to make sure that you don't,
didn't generate it.
or yes, to make sure that your work is not ChatGPT generated, or maybe you didn't do any plagiarism, right? Now the problem is the way we were taught how to write and read, basically, in primary and secondary school is similar to the way AI writes things. You understand? So if I write an essay straight from my head right now and I put it into AI will tell me that thing is AI generated because AI is trained. AI is
Based on that knowledge.
based on human
Knowledge.
basically the way humans write and read. So what somebody now said that the way he can tell that somebody wrote something using AI is some keywords that they see. Example, whatever, hence, hyphen,
Bro.
therefore.
Whereas.
These are words I use basically every day
So how
in
come?
talking and in writing. So if I write whatever, hence, therefore, furthermore, and I put hyphen or Oxford comma, AI will say this content is AI generated because of the way it is, which is insane. It became an issue in, I think, Kenya or Uganda, because when they were making the initial 1.2 versions of ChatGPTs and all this AI, the companies paid all these Kenyan writers to write a lot of content that they will use to train the AI
Model.
the AI models on now. So now when the Kenyan, all these online Kenyan freelancers, all these writer free, all these Kenyan freelancers on Upwork and Fiverr, when they write stuff as projects and give it to their overseas counterparts, something they wrote by themselves, they put it through AI, and AI will tell you that this content is AI generated.
I have witnessed something like that before.
It's a terrible issue.
Someone was telling yeah, okay, fine. You just need to generate your blog post with AI. Now run it and in another AI tool to do that. Bro, how can you write a blog post with AI? Then take it to another AI tool to ask that AI tool if
to make it look human.
Come on, bro. Not even to make it look human. To ask that AI, was it AI that wrote this thing?
That's silly.
All right. So we know this is a problem, and we also know there could be a solution for it, right? Because in as much as AI has come to stay, it's still something that every person using it needs to be protected.
There are a few issues here and there that are things that need to be worked out.
Yeah. So people that are building AI, the AI developers, even if nobody is safe currently. Why we talk about AI much in this show is I
It's the
feel
next
like
phase of human
this is
technology.
something that are taking it's a revolutionary something that is taking over humanity now.
Yes, it is.
Everybody that you see doing, unless now Mama Chukwemeka way there for a provision store there, we know they use AI.
Sure.
Even at the end of the day, she's using AI because that her teller this thing, so her teller system, AI is helping her to analyze how much was sold, income fee, like income amount, the changes they gave her to person, like analyze their entire receipt and invoice at the end of the day. That is still the use of AI.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So, in as much as people are using it, it's not something that we can just discuss the problem and then
Not discuss solution.
the solution. The solution is what people are interested to hear. They are not interested to see like AI is doing this, AI is doing that. Yeah, even though that they know that this could be their fear, that at the end of the day, AI might use what they put out there against them.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting me?
Mm-hmm.
But then, if they have the clear vision on how they can control or the solution, the security measures they need to take on their own, I believe they will still feel more safe.
Like,
and that is over to you.
Yeah, like for example, now if one of the ways that people use AI is they generate like a fake voice or like a fake video, like the example I gave of the company that was defrauded of millions because the accountant thought he was on call with his bosses. No, it's like a fake voice and a fake video. One of the ways you can protect against things like that is, like having like a additional layer of security, right? Something that somebody outside will not know unless you're in the company. Like if I call you and tell you send me 50,000, you might not be sure if it is my voice or if it is somebody using a recording of my voice to make that request, right? So something you can do beforehand in case that ever happens is have like a password, that only you and I know. If you tell me send me money from the company's account, I will ask you, okay, what is the password for the week? And just keep on like regularly like updating the password, because you might one day see that password when you are out to your friends and you mention it mistakenly and somebody else overhears it, they will attempt to use it. So have like an additional layer of security and don't like keep your details open for anybody to see.
But then, let's assume what the solution you're bringing in now is more tailored to people who
are in finance,
or somebody that has just had the experience that you are just
like explaining. Most scams, it's not. I don't think it's just that, because a lot of people that are scammed are not just people that work in finance. They are everyday people, right? They're everyday people. So just don't just give out your information to anybody that calls you acting like your mother or your father or your business partner. That's the thing.
Sorry to cut you short.
No, it's fine.
Sorry to cut you short. Do you know that people run a full Instagram page, a full Facebook page, a full YouTube page,
and they build it up for months, but they are not genuine? I know.
They build it up for months. They are not genuine. They are using other people's identity. Simple because they were able to generate those identity with AI. Somebody like, can I let me see one actor that I can actually use? One popular actor that the world know. Jamaica is a Nigerian actor, though an African actor. I'm not gonna. He's popular, right? Okay, fine. Let's say No, Jim Ike will be too obvious.
If it's Abby?
Yes, especially in Africa. If you use Jim Ike to do any kind of maybe scam, no, because.
But that's not actually the case. So there's a story I read once of a woman that thought she was talking to Brad Pitt, and the person was defrauded of, I think, like $80,000.
Bro, come on.
A whole Brad Pitt is asking you for money.
Bro, come on now. Yeah. Come on. Imagine that.
Yeah.
So imagine that these guys, that there is one software I bumped into the last time. Somebody was talking about it online. Is it deep fake? Is it deepfake.com? Deepfake.com. I don't think so. But then deepfake is in that name. Now look at what he does. Do you know what this guy was using it to do on YouTube? This guy actually claimed to be a particular celebrity. He is creating course on dropshipping. Now, if you have been into the digital line for about between 2022 down to this moment, you will understand that this era of digital marketing, dropshipping, you making money online, it has been running like the pressure was so high between 2023 and 2024. the pressure was so high.
But if you're not doing anything online, you're basically
Come on,
wasting your
bro.
time.
Even the motivation will make you feel like, bro, I'm not doing that. Like I'm lacking behind.
People were quitting their
These
9
guys
to
are gone
5.
far.
Yeah.
You understand? Now, this guy was actually using a fake identity. Come up online, all right? Talk about how to teach people on making money at least minimum of $10,000 every day on dropshipping. Now, show fake screenshots of the money he is making from what is it called? Shopify. Right? Now, give you a free course that he has already planned, recorded, edited with AI. Give you a free course to come in. But then, the real game where he actually charges you is after you take the free course, which is going to probably be like 2 hours something, he divided it between 10 minutes, which is going to be like 2 hours something. You go into that course, you take that course. Now, at the end of that course, he will tell you, for you to actually become successful in this, I will guide you personally. This is how to book an appointment with me, and this is how to reach me.
This is how much it will cost you.
This is how much it will cost. The fears of that time was not less than $500.
Imagine.
Now, let's assume he's getting one client in a day. One single client in a day. Because as of then, the videos we are doing well on YouTube, a lot of people was watching it. But I don't know if I'm gonna say that those are both views and both comments. But yeah, I was seeing a lot of views there, a lot of comments and engagement in those of his videos. Now, if he has one person in a day to teach that, and after teaching that, you go in under a consultation and you find out that the person who is under the consultation, the person you booked the appointment with for a consultant, is actually answering you with a deep software representing whatever celebrity that person has claimed to be, starting from the beginning of that game.
It's going to be a shocker.
Now, if eventually that real celebrity is into that same business, you have entirely ruined that person's life.
True. Because they cannot be believed again.
So how can you be believed? Bro, you have killed the audience based on that person. And also sometimes, so I believe that some of these celebrities knows about these games.
But
yeah, they knows about these games.
You can't really say that. You can't really say that for certain though.
Well, sorry, bro. But do you know that between 2023, 2024, down to, let me say, February 2025.
Yeah.
This is about Nigerian celebrities. Have you really been in that era of meme coin, Sebi coin?
Oh yes,
Davido
yes,
coin,
yes,
this
yes.
coin, that coin. Even Jota's coin came in that time. So what was those guys doing?
They were artificially pumping the coin, getting money, and then crashing the coin back.
No, this is it. These guys were using their own audience. Bro, any celebrity, Davido was the first person I see that did it. Davido, I am a huge fan of Davido. I know this guy, like, I be what did they call hard fan?
Yeah.
Eh?
30 BG.
30 GB. 30 BG, 30 billion.
BG.
No, 30 billion.
Gang. 30 billion.
So I'm a huge fan of Davido. But when that thing came in, bro, what came into my mind was, what is Davido doing with the crypto? Now, advising people to go and buy this particular coin. Now, even though he was not the one who created that coin, he was paid and used in doing such a thing.
For the advertisement and stuff like that.
For the advertisement.
Yeah, but when celebrities endorse stuff, everybody knows it's a paid promotion. It is not as if they are.
It's a paid promotion.
Yes, but
when
it's
it
not
has to do with another brand.
Yes.
It's not a paid promotion when your name is affiliated.
Attached to it. Oh.
Now, so you cannot tell me, I love Rain Jota, but you cannot tell me that somebody went and created something called Jota coin. Now gave it to Rain Jota to endorse as an ambassador of that coin, to advertise to his audience online. Rain Jota knowing fully well that this is not really gonna end well. He adopted it, start advertising it to people. Even had to tell people on the street, like, he makes a lot of videos on the street asking people to buy Jota coin, this one. Like, he made a lot of advertisement videos for it. Now, you are not going to say you are not affiliated to it.
Sure.
Yeah, you are either the one that created this coin or one of the crypto gurus that knows that they can use you for their own advantage came and meet you, paid you, or even give you a certain percentage of money on that coin, right? They can even offer to give you 80%.
Yeah.
Ask you to endorse it. This is how much you're going to make at the end of the day. Use your fund base. You have it already. Do it. You go ahead and do it. And tomorrow, bro, the point here, the point I'm trying to drive out here is this. We are talking about how digital world can be a disadvantage to people.
Yeah.
It has already been in several cases. Now, this crypto of 18, these guys, these comedians, that were something like Sadiq coin came in that time. Jota's coin came in that time. There are other few celebrities that are still known that actually pumped in that same coins. That
etc. etc.
You understand? There are many of them. Now, these guys, I am not saying that they are the one. In fact, whatever thing I'm saying here is allegedly.
You are very, very allegedly.
Yeah, whatever thing you see me saying is allegedly. Now, I'm not saying that you did it or you were the one that owned the coin, you created the coin. No, it's allegedly. But you were affiliated to it. We are your fans. We literally believe everything you say as a celebrity. You understand?
Yeah.
If you come to them and tell me that, okay, yeah, bro, you know what? I bought something from this supermarket, they're giving 20% discount, go there.
People will rush there.
I believe you based on the fact that you're my role model. Right?
Yeah.
Now, if I'm being used because of my belief on you, right? That automatically means you are using what you have in the digital world to come against we being the audience. Now, this automatically means that both the fans, both the celebrities itself, both AI, right? And both the people who are using AI, everybody is guilty of this.
Sure.
Nobody is an exception. Everybody is guilty of it. If you are not, if it's either you're making money from it or they are using you to make money from it.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's circle back on track to what we were talking about how we can, prevent ourselves. Yeah. So I mentioned initially that you should, be have extra defenses, so that
remember that is what brought this particular topic that we discussed.
Right. Yeah. And also, while you are training yourself to be more vigilant, you should also train people who work with you and work for you. Exactly. Because if you can't defraud the boss, you can defraud the accountant, you can defraud the cleaner, you can defraud the HR person, you can defraud anybody. But the more vigilant and the more aware people are, the less likely they are to be defrauded by things like this, And these things are getting more and more, they are getting better every day, basically. You understand? The skills that people used for that people 10 years ago, it might not work today.
No.
But the skills being developed today are better than the skills that there was in existence 10 years ago. So while the scammers and the people who do email phishing are developing their skills, we too, the everyday people, should also become more
conscious of how we can protect
every
ourselves.
day, and just don't fall for every call that you see, every video that you see. Take time to analyze it. You understand?
Yeah.
The more you do, the more you are able to see the minute details that will make you second guess yourself that, oh, this thing might not be real. This voice might not be the person I think it is, or this text message might not be from a genuine source. Let me investigate it further before I do what the text message says or what the call is telling me to do. So
actually, I believe in two-way solution on this. One is going to be more personal, while two is going to be generalized.
And the general one is?
Now, the general one is this. The general one is this. Now we have so many AI tools. We have so many AI that is being used to do so many things. I still believe there are kind of well-reasonable developers that can build a separate software that will help people determine what is fake
and what isn't,
and what is not fake, using the real world search engine, for example, if I'm a celebrity, I will become a celebrity one day. That's my promise.
Hopefully.
Now, if I'm a celebrity and somebody is using my image, my voice, my picture to do something online, and you are being asked to pay something, to pay any amount of money with my face, with my image, right? There should be a software where you upload that thing to, And that software will analyze my real-time voice, the voices I have in my previous videos, the voices I have in my old videos, analyze it with my current one, including my image, to determine if that is actually real or not. The same thing goes to the deepfake calls. Yeah, deepfake calls is existing, it's real, people are using them. If you are being called on deepfake, if you are being called online, somebody pretending to be anybody, it's okay. I am not saying there are not those people, right? What you need to do is this: try as much as you can, get a record of those videos. If this software we are talking about is existing, upload them in that software. Check how reality this can be. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
I believe there could be a solution to that. I believe these developers can actually do something like that. Now, on the one that I said is going to be personal, is this: if you are being paid money to be an actor, to be an avatar, for your voice to be used on any AI software, that automatically means you are taking full responsibility of whatever thing that will come out in the future.
Wait, not entirely.
Why I say entirely is this: you should understand the world you are into. Bro, this is no longer analog world. We are in the modern world, 21st century, where every single thing you put online is important. Bro, internet does not forget.
Sure.
Whatever thing you put online, if you use my voice, if you use my image, if you ask me to act as a character and you use it in your software, I have already known that tomorrow this same character that I just exhibited, that people can still use it
And do stuff.
and do something bad. Now be ready to take the responsibility because you have been paid. Yeah? You have been paid. It will only take you and your lawyer and the kind of relationship on get together to overcome those cases and those many queries. But to not know you're taking just know you're taking the responsibility of what you collected the money for.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a long conclusion, but we hope that you guys are able to stick to the end of this video, and we hope you guys are able to gain something useful, on how to be more vigilant and how to be more protective of your personal information, and how to be more observant of the calls and the videos that you see online. How to
are not real. Most of them allegedly.
Yeah. So, but anyways, we thank you for sticking around and watching once again, and we hope you come back next week for another educative and informative session. Thank you once again, and have a lovely day.
There is something you forget to mention.
Yeah.
If there is one thing you will do for this show,
yes,
that is you subscribe.
Please like, subscribe, and share.
Yeah, share. Tell someone about the DewhitePulse. If we don't talk about your own, we are talking about something that somebody relating to.
Tell one person to tell one person. Tell one person.
Tell your village people so we need here.
Bye.